inspired classroom begins long before their first bell rings. And behind every teacher is a great plan. A plan not just to fill time, but to ignite minds. Welcome to From Sparks to Mastery, a deeper look into our school's very own weekly learning log format, a tool designed to help teachers craft lessons that are clear, creative, and connected to real life. Today, we will uncover what makes this format special, exploring each section, each strategy, and each spark that transforms a simple lesson into a lasting experience.
The introduction is where everything begins, the moment a lesson shifts from routine to discovery. This part of the weekly learning log is called the spark because it sets the emotional and intellectual tone for the whole lesson. It is where teachers bridge past and future learning, activate prior knowledge, and awaken curiosity. The review serves as your quick rewind button. It helps students recall essential ideas from previous lessons or earlier in the same session. As From the Spark to Mastery explains, this process ensures that learning is not built on empty ground. Every new lesson stands on the solid foundation of the last one. You can start with an oral recitation or question and answer, a drill or quick activity, a concept map, a group recap, or a short written exercise or quiz. When students retrieve information actively, their brains strengthen those connections and learning becomes continuous, not fragmented. The next step is activating prior knowledge. This is where you help learners connect the dots between what they already know and what they are about to learn. Students do not enter our classrooms as blank slates. They come with memories, experiences, and half-formed ideas that can make learning more meaningful if we tap into them. You can ask questions like, have you ever wondered why rain forms? Or, what comes to your mind when you hear the word community? You can also show a photo, tell a story, or use brainstorming chart. This strategy gives students a sense of confidence. And that confidence becomes curiosity, the fuel of every great lesson. Now comes the motivation, the heart starter of your class. This is where attention meets emotion. A strong motivation transforms passive learners into active participants. It gives them a reason to care. You could tell a story, show a short video, or play a mini game. And from Spark to Mastery, teachers are encouraged to use creativity, from 4 picks one-word challenges to short skits or puzzles. Example: what do you think this plant can teach us about survival? That single question can open a floodgate of curiosity. Motivation makes the invisible visible. It connects the lesson to life. Every story needs a title, and so does every lesson. When you reveal the title of the lesson, you are not just naming a topic. You are setting a frame for understanding. You can write it boldly, ask the students to read it aloud, or even turn it into a question. What do you think photosynthesis means? A well-presented title transforms what seems ordinary into something worth exploring. The lesson objectives are your compass. They keep your teaching focused and purposeful. Objectives tell students, here's what success will look like today. When written as SMART objectives, they become clear and measurable. Example: by the end of this lesson, students will be able to describe the process of photosynthesis through a labeled design. Remember, when learners understand the why and what of a lesson, they are more motivated to achieve it.
Once the spark is lit, the journey begins. This is the instruction part of the weekly learning log, the part where learning truly takes shape. Here, teaching strategies are chosen carefully to match objectives, learning styles, and the depth of understanding required. Teaching strategies. Teaching is both art and science, and your strategies are your brushstrokes. The weekly learning log encourages teachers to mix methods, such as direct instruction is a teacher-centered approach where information is presented in a clear, organized, and sequential manner. The teacher takes the lead in explaining concepts, demonstrating processes, and guiding students through new ideas step by step. This method ensures that learners receive accurate, well-structured information before they attempt independent or collaborative activities. It is especially effective when introducing new or unfamiliar content, teaching procedures or processes, ensuring students acquire foundational knowledge needed for more advanced tasks. In direct instruction, the teacher often uses tools like diagrams, charts, examples, and guided demonstrations to make abstract ideas easier to understand. Students typically listen, observe, take notes, and ask clarifying questions before applying the lesson. I have here an example. Today, I will explain the water cycle step by step. First, I'll show you a diagram to illustrate evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Then, I'll give real-life examples like how puddles disappear on a sunny day to help you understand each stage clearly. The questioning technique is an instructional strategy where the teacher uses thought-provoking, open-minded, and guided questions to deepen understanding and to promote active participation. Instead of simply giving information, the teacher encourages students to think, analyze, justify answers, and make connections between ideas. This technique helps students develop critical thinking skills, communicates that their ideas matter, and transforms the classroom into an interactive learning environment. Teachers often use a mix of question types such as probing questions, clarification questions, reflective questions, or higher order why and how questions. That is to guide students from basic recall toward deeper reasoning. It also allows teachers to check for understanding and adjust instruction based on student responses. For example, Why do you think plants need sunlight? What would happen if a plant were kept in a dark room? Explain your reasoning. These types of questions encourage students to hypothesize, explain their ideas, and engage in meaningful discussion. Think, Pair, Share is a cooperative learning strategy that allows students to process information more deeply by moving through three simple stages: individual thinking, partner discussion, and whole class sharing. This structure gives every student time to think on their own before speaking, which helps reduce anxiety and boost confidence, especially for those who may be shy or unsure of their answers at first. During the think stage, students quietly reflect or write down ideas. In the pair stage, they team up with a classmate to exchange thoughts, compare answers, and clarify understanding. Finally, in the share stage, selected pair or volunteers present their insights to the entire class, allowing the teacher to gather a wide range of perspectives and assess overall comprehension. This method enhances communication skills, listening skills, and collaborative learning, while also ensuring that all students, not just the outspoken ones, have an opportunity to contribute. Example: think one community helper and what they do. Take a moment to reflect on your choice. Then, pair with a classmate and discuss the role of that community helper. After that, we will share some of your ideas with the whole class. The use of visual aids and multimedia is a teaching strategy that integrates images, videos, slides, charts, models, and real objects into the lesson to make learning more concrete, engaging, and accessible. This material supports students, especially visual and multisensory learners, by transforming abstract concepts into something they can see, hear, or even touch. This leads to better understanding, improved memory retention, and increased students' interest. Visual aids help clarify complex ideas, highlight key information, and break down long explanations into digestible visuals. Multimedia elements such as short videos, animations, and interactive presentations add variety, prevent monotony, and create real-world connections that deepen comprehension. They can also serve as effective lesson starters to capture attention before moving into deeper discussion. Teachers use these tools intentionally, not just for decoration, but to reinforce learning goals, illustrate important concepts, and support different learning preferences in the classroom. Example: before we begin our discussion on animal habitats, I will show a short video that presents different environments such as forests, deserts, and oceans. This will help you visualize where animals live and understand why certain species thrive in specific habitats. Hands-on or experiential learning is a student-centered approach where learners gain understanding by actively doing, exploring, and interacting with materials, tools, or real-life situations. Instead of simply listening to explanations, students experience the concept firsthand, which helps them connect theory to practice. This method strengthens problem-solving skills, encourages curiosity, and allows students to test ideas, make observations, and learn from trial and error. Experiential learning is highly effective because it engages multiple senses: seeing, touching, manipulating, and sometimes even hearing or smelling, which leads to deeper comprehension and stronger memory retention. It also promotes collaboration as students often work in small groups to conduct experiments, build models, or perform tasks. The teacher acts as a facilitator, guiding the activity, ensuring safety, and helping students reflect on what happened and why. Example: to understand how temperature affects matter, students will conduct a simple science experiment using ice cubes. They will observe how ice melts when exposed to heat and how water freezes when cooled. This hands-on activity helps them directly experience the concepts of melting and freezing instead of just hearing about them. Cooperative learning is a teaching strategy where students work together in small structured groups to complete a task, solve a problem, or create a product. In the setup, each member has a role and contributes to the group's success, ensuring that learning becomes a shared responsibility rather than an individual one. This approach strengthens students' ability to communicate, negotiate, and support one another, making it especially effective in building teamwork, social interaction, and collaboration skills. Group work encourages learners to exchange ideas, explain concepts to one another, and combine their strengths, because students learn from their peers as well as the teachers. The learning process becomes richer and more dynamic. The teacher's role is to guide, monitor, and facilitate, not to lead the group's work directly, allowing students to practice independence and accountability. Cooperative learning also promotes inclusivity. Quieter or struggling students often feel more confident participating in a small group, while more advanced students sharpen their understanding by helping others. Example: students will work in groups to create a poster showing the parts of the plant and their functions. Each member will have a responsibility, such as drawing, labeling, coloring, or writing descriptions, so that the final output reflects everyone's contribution. Afterward, groups will present their posters to the class. The Big Idea. The big idea is a central unifying concept or core message of a lesson. The essential and understanding you want students to take with them long after the activity or topic is finished. It goes beyond isolated facts, definitions, or steps. Instead, it captures the meaning, significance, and purpose behind the lesson. The big idea answers the questions: why does this lesson matter? And helps students connect what they are learning to larger themes, real-life situations, or enduring understandings. A well-crafted big idea provides direction for teaching and learning. It helps students make sense of information, see patterns, and relate new knowledge to what they already know. Rather than memorizing details, students develop a deeper, more meaningful grasp of the subject. The purposes of the big idea. First, it helps students see relevance. It clarifies why the topic is important and how it applies to life, society, or future learning. Second, it connects content to broader themes. Students understand how specific lessons relate to bigger concepts like change, systems, relationships, or cause and effect. Last, it encourages deeper understanding. It shifts focus from rote memorization to meaningful learning, reflection, and application. For example, in a lesson on ecosystems, the big idea might be: living things depends on one another and on their environment to survive. This captures the core meaning, not just the facts about food chains or habitats. A drill is a practice-based teaching strategy that involves students repeatedly answering exercises, questions, or problems often from a textbook or worksheet. To reinforce a specific skill or concept, the main goal is mastery through repetition, helping students become faster, more accurate, and more confident with basic skills that require automatic recall. Drills are especially useful for subjects where practice and precision are essential, such as math computations, grammar rules, spelling, or vocabulary. Through repeated exposure, students strengthen memory, improve fluency, and build a strong foundation that prepares them for more complex tasks. The teacher's role is to provide clear instructions, monitor progress, and give immediate feedback so students can correct mistakes and improve. For example, students will answer a set of multiplication exercises from the textbook to practice and master multiplication facts.
Integration is the beating heart of our weekly learning log. It is what makes our lessons whole. This part asks, how does this learning connect to values, to other disciplines, to culture, and to life itself? Values integration. Learning without values is information without direction. Our school's core values, nurture, passion for learning, accountability and adaptability, and valuing community serve as the moral compass of every lesson. For example, a group activity can highlight respect and cooperation. A science experiment can emphasize integrity, while a reading activity can encourage empathy. You can model it through behavior, reflection questions, or stories. Because when students learn how to think and how to be, education fulfills its highest purpose. Subject or strands integration. Integration does not stop at values. It extends across disciplines. In junior high school, it is about connecting subjects, like for science and English, through writing a paragraph about the water cycle. For AP and MAPE, through learning about Philippine festivals. And for math and TLE, through measuring ingredients in cooking. In senior high school, it is strand-based. ABM students crafting business proposals, while UM students writing advocacy speeches. This approach mirrors real life, where knowledge is interconnected, not isolated. Local sociocultural heritage. The local sociocultural heritage integration is what makes our lessons proudly local and distinctly Filipino. It helps students see that learning is not foreign. It is rooted in who they are and where they come from. You can integrate local heroes, community projects, or festivals that celebrate our shared identity. This deepens pride, belonging, and love for one's country. Action. Knowledge that stays in the classroom fades. Knowledge that has applied transforms. The action part invites students to live what they have learned. It could be as simple as practicing kindness, helping with chores, or creating a community awareness project. As From Spark to Mastery reminds us, action reinforces understanding and turns knowledge into wisdom. The evaluation section is where everything comes full circle. It answers one essential question. Did the students achieve the objectives? Evaluation can be formal through written tests or informal through observation, oral responses, or performance tasks. But remember, assessment is not about judgment. It is about growth. It helps teachers adjust, learners improve, and both move toward mastery. It is reflection in motion. To give us a deeper understanding of this weekly learning log format, we are joined by the principal of new Prodon Academy of Valenzuela, Dr. Auggene John D.A. de Vega. Dr. de Vega, what inspired you to create and implement this new lesson planning format?
Mag-create ng ganito na lesson plan, yung tinatawag natin na lifelong learning. Kasi, ang nangyayari, no, yung traditional lesson plan, ang ginagawa, para may hydrocephalus yung bata. More on cognitive lahat. Though, sa objectives ng lesson, kailangan may cognitive, may psychomotor, may affective, pero hindi balancing. So, kailangan yung sa affective side, no, yung magagamit nila sa lifelong learning, maging balancing. So, una, di ba, nandyan yung generalization ng topic, yung big idea. So, naging inspiration ko rin dyan yung UBD framework. Kasi sa UBD, yung understanding by design ni Higgins at McKay, sinasabi doon na dapat yung mga bata, meron silang big idea. So, yung big idea na yun yung hindi nila makakalimutan sa buhay nila. At once na malaman ng bata yung big idea, maglilid yun sa valuing. Ano yung values na natutuhan niya from that big idea? Pero ito, kakaiba. Kasi, dapat ang mas mahon sa bata dyan, what is the connection of the big idea to the core values of the institution? So, though marami namang values, pero anong core values ng institution? Kasi kahit naman sabihin natin na ang values ng institution, for example, faith, excellence, and service, may sanga-sanga pa rin mga virtues yan. So, dyan papasok yung Nicomachean ethics, yung virtue ethics ni Aristotle, diba? Na dapat meron tayong virtue sa sarili natin na ma-possess. Na habang tumatanda tayo, kung ilang taon ka na, kung ikaw 22 na, you are expected to have 22 values. At yung values na yun, makukuha nila mula dun sa virtues ng kanilang eskwelahan or core values na marereflect doon sa valuing. After the valuing, meron ding integration to other subjects. Para masabi na yung subject na ito ay interdisciplinary. Na lahat ng subject na meron tayo, hindi siya naging stand alone. Meron siyang connection sa iba pang subjects. At nasa ganon, no, dapat talaga ang mga teachers merong articulation. Ano yung articulation? At alam ko, ginawa nila yung uupuan nila yung lahat ng subject area, uupo sila. Tapos babanggitin nila yung lesson nila, ano yung connect doon sa lesson na yun para madali ang magiging integration. So, para kapag diniscuss yun, ganito po yung discuss namin, for example, diniscuss po namin sa Filipino yun yung procedural text. So, ito pala, may connect din sa paggawa ng pagluluto ng isang dish sa TLP. Yung procedure, yung measurement sa mathematics, may connect din pala doon. Next, yung integration to local socio-cultural heritage. Bakit? Kasi we are promoting conceptualization and localization. So, dapat ang teacher alam din niya ano ang connect nito sa kung ano ang meron tayo sa ating lugar, sa ating locality. Kasi example, nung bata ako, sabi, halimbawa, yung apple, lagi, yun na lang ang example sa math, no? Pag magbibilang. Paano kung yung ibang bata, hindi pa sila nakakatikim ng apple? At ang meron dun sa lugar na yon ay santol o suha o dalandan. Eh di yun ang gagawin example and i-connect, no, para meron silang alam about sa history. Bakit maraming dalandan dito? No? Pati yung values na meron yung mga local heroes na pwede nila mag-iwan. And after nung lahat ng yan, na matutuhan nila, di ba meron tayong cognitive, ito na yung affective, yung psychomotor, hindi lang naman siya tungkol dun sa skill na dapat nilang matutuhan. For example, sa PLE, pagluluto. Hindi nagtatapos yun sa pagluluto. Ano yung action na dapat mong gawin para maisakatuparan mo yung values na natutuhan mo, yung integration to local history na natutuhan mo, ano ngayon yung action na gagawin mo. At dyan papasok yung journal writing. It's either reflective journal, it's either diary entry journal, or illustrative journal, no? Kasi para makita mo na yung bata, meron siyang gagawin pagkatapos. So, hindi lang yung natutuhan niya, natutuhan ko po, wag pong magsisinungaling. So, anong gagawin mo pagkatapos nun? So, yan, kaya ako na-inspire dyan na gawin yan. Kasi gusto kong i-promote yung lifelong learning na ang buhay matututuhan mo sa school. Maliban sa ang buhay, natututuhan mo sa mga experiences mo, ang buhay natututuhan mo rin sa school. At yan yung hindi makakalimutan ng bata. Makalimutan na niya lahat ng tinuro ng teacher, pero yung application sa totoong buhay, hindi niya makakalimutan.
And that is the essence of the From Sparks to Mastery weekly learning log, a framework that reminds us that every lesson matters, every value counts, and every spark has the potential to grow into mastery. From planning to reflection, from classroom to community, teaching is not just about content, it is about transformation. So, plan with purpose, teach with heart, and always lead your students from spark to mastery. Before you go, we invite you to scan the QR code on your screen to try a simple interactive game that will test what you have learned from this video. It is quick, fun, and the perfect way to check your mastery of today's lesson. Thank you for watching!